Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the weekly press briefing of the Kosovo Specialist Chambers, where we aim to provide journalists with the latest update on the latest developments of the court and the opportunity to ask questions. In the trial of Hashim Thaçi, Kadri Veseli, Recep Selimi, and Jakub Krasniqi, the panel on 21st October granted in part a request by the prosecution and allowed for the witness statements of 5 witnesses to be admitted into evidence in written form only. The panel rejected the request in regards to a 6th witness in order to prevent undue prejudice and to ensure that the defense is able to test the reliability of the witness statement. The prosecution can request for this latter witness to testify in court or to hand in their written statement while being available in court for cross-examination. On 18th October, the trial panel granted a request by the prosecution in part, ordering protective measures for several witnesses and allowing for the testimony via video conference of some witnesses. During this week, so far, 2 witnesses testified in court in this trial. Fadil Gezi testified mostly without protective measures. As per the summary provided by the prosecution, Fadil Gezi was a KLA member and held various positions in the political party LDK during the relevant time. The second witness, Nureddin Ibishi, also testified in public. According to the prosecution, he held several positions within the KLA in LAB operational zone, including the position of brigade commander and chief of staff. Mr. Ibishi is the 97th witness testifying in court in this case. The next hearing in the Thaçi et al. Trial is scheduled for Monday, 28th October, starting at 9 in the morning. In the case of Salih Mustafa, the Constitutional Court panel granted a request by prosecution and victims' counsel to file submissions in response to Mr. Mustafa's referral to the specialist chambers of the Constitutional Court from 27th September. In his referral, Mr. Mustafa alleges, among others, that his constitutional rights have been violated when the Supreme Court allowed victims' counsel to make submissions concerning his request for protection of legality, and when the Supreme Court decided that the criminal code of the former Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia from 1976 was not applicable as a basis to determine the sentencing range. The Constitutional Court panel emphasized that there is no inherent right to make submissions in response to referrals to the Constitutional Court, given that the Constitutional Court proceedings are not adversarial in nature as they concern alleged violations of an individual's human rights. Nevertheless, the panel found it appropriate in the present circumstances and on an exceptional basis to accept submissions by these 2 participants to the initial criminal proceedings. The Constitutional Court gave the deadline of 8th November. If Mr. Mustafa wishes to respond to the submissions, he is ordered to do so by 29th November 2024. That is all from me. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to respond.